Please welcome the former World Youth Champion and his Premier League debut year. It's the bully boy, Michael Smith!
Building minute by minute this Thursday night, live in Liverpool. Michael Smith in 9th place against Robert Thornton, who's bottom of the table. Pressure on Michael Smith here.
There's pressure on both, but Michael Smith is one of these players that he's on the up. There's no doubt. He's 25 years of age and he's now, as you can see the ranking there, he's now number 8. He's never been so high. So this is still all relatively new. He's still inexperienced, and this is something that he will have never ever experienced before, and that is the fact that in a Premier League first off and elimination, it's tough. It's a horrible situation to be in. I've been in it myself, and what you try to do is not think of the repercussions of losing. Just take it as another match, and that's what he has to do.
He's a local lad taking on a man from Scotland, from Stevenson. 1 point for the Thorn, Robert Thornton. He averaged 101 last week against James Wade, though.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of being in Robert's company on Sunday, and he said he felt so much better because he's been plagued with a chest infection. He said he feels better, he's playing better. He just seems a more confident human being to me. I think it's going to be a real good tight game.
Rod Stud, Nigel Pearce, new commentators.
The battle of the bottom two about to get underway then here. A huge game for both these players, for Robert Thornton playing twice tonight, needing to win this one, you feel, as he's up last as well against MVG. 2 defeats tonight would leave him with 8 games played and just 1 point in the Premier League, and still to face the power, still to face Adrian Lewis in Cardiff next week, with Smith to face the power on Judgment Night. So not quite winner takes all, Rod Stud, but not far off.
Yeah, desperation derby, isn't it, in Liverpool?
58.
Effectively, they could both be out of the competition tonight. If Thornton wins this, then loses to MBG, and Dave Chisnell defeats Gary Anderson, they'd both be cut to
137.
Thornton's lead is greater at the moment, just 1 point on the board. If he loses this match, it really is virtually good night, nurse.
84.
Yeah, it's tough, the Premier League, of course. Last week in Glasgow, Robert Thornton 101 average, but was beaten by James Wade 7-4.
57.
Michael Smith had a week off in Glasgow last week, so an important showdown to get us underway here at the Echo Arena in Liverpool tonight.
Far away Robert Thornton's best performance of the year, that. Mentioned a ton-topping average to no avail. terms of
84
points on the board, but at least should give him a little bit of confidence. He'd like his first 140 of the night here. He might yet get it.
83.
Well, Thornton in the build-up to the game, very quick to underline the importance of it, saying that a win, and he would feel pretty good about his chances of just surviving as Smith goes to the ball. Well, that is something pretty special from Michael Smith. What a way to get us underway with a 1-2-2 and a bold finish. And look at this for a response from Robert Thornton as well. Well, that's exactly what Michael Smith is capable of. And when you see a player of this quality winning 1 game in 7, peppering the treble 20, it's a measure of how hard the Premier League is. But Smith is off and running beautifully now.
Well, that win was against Van Barneveld 3 weeks ago. And he came from 5-4 down to win 7-5.
42.
Were to win this match, or even draw it, at least temporarily be out of the elimination spots. It's their first big TV meeting between these two players.
Yeah, Dave Chisnell still with only 1 win in 7 as well.
That was the first week. Why must have thought?
140.
Again, underlining just how ruthless the Premier League can be. Switching down the board. To set himself up. So, Thornton, will he be back? Smith taken out a 1-2-2. Single 20. That's what he takes there. Now Thornton to level with the throw. Tops he needs and tops he gets. That's nicely done. Level 1 leg apiece, and a decent opening to this one with the pressure on.
Yeah, always a good barometer of how Robert Thornton is throwing and feeling. His double top hitting, missing as it's been for much of the Premier League, but there, absolutely spot on. Nailed it perfectly first start.
140.
Terrific crowd here in Liverpool tonight. This Premier League venue superb. These two, as you mentioned, Rod, never met
57.
on TV, but on the floor, Smith has dominated recently when they've met. Counts for nothing on the big stage like this, though, in this huge arena. There's nothing quite like it, is there?
139.
Thornton in that first leg of the match was flying up a break until Smith 122, and he'd given himself a bit of a squeak in this leg until that ordinary visit, which Smith has capitalised upon to leave 108 after a dozen darts and looking to regain the lead.
This is nice. Very nice indeed. He's 58. That's his first 180 of the game. Tops for a hold of throw. He went so close, and now a real opportunity for Robert Thornton for the first break of the game. Tops he needs. Double 10. Big shot now. There's the target. And Smith's coming back.
Well, he hit double top. Didn't in the last leg. Very comfortably. Couldn't manage it in this one. And Michael Smith would like to pop that one off the set off the first start. Smith back in front at 2-1.
An elimination showdown here in Liverpool. 1 win between them. Thornton hit by illness early on. Smith had to play twice. That wasn't the best of circumstances to make your Premier League debut. And he's found it tough ever since.
You mentioned no wins for Robert Thornton. He hasn't won a match in the Premier League since the 1st of May 2014. It's a little bit of a misleading stat. He didn't play 2015, but he lost games at the back of the 2014 and now hasn't won one in 2016, so it is a drought.
What's more, Rod, really, is that He struggled on TV since the the Grand Prix in Dublin in October, where he was absolutely magnificent and a thoroughly deserved victor. But since then, he's gone on a run where he hasn't won on TV for almost a dozen games now.
Well, that's the big mystery, isn't it? He beats Michael Van Gerwen in a TV final, and then can't win a game of any shape or sort on television.
58.
String of first-round exits, and they've really extended in the main to Pro Tour events away from the big stage as well. So it's really been a crisis of form and confidence.
61.
Well, perhaps unlucky, you may say. He has at least left a three-dart combination.
96. Robin, you're
Only 96.
12.
Not enough for Michael, really. 12 would leave tops for a hold and to level. Nice finishing. 112 check out from Robert Thornton. That was important. Parity restored. 2 apiece, nothing in it. And look at Smith here. That is beautifully done. He's turning on the style with a big 180. Not sure that a draw would be too much use to either player in the bigger picture of staying in the tournament after Judgment Night.
It would be a lot more use to Michael Smith, though, Nigel, wouldn't it?
It would, of course. Yeah.
At least would hike him up to 4.
57.
Thornton is spot on. He needs wins.
Chizzy faces Gary Anderson, of
Yes,
course.
he does.
So that's a tough 100. One. The league table as it stands, the top 4, of course, and they're looking forward to the next phase of the competition after Judgment Night, but it's all about elimination now. Smith 43. And Thornton occupy those places. Chisnell on 3, and he faces Gary Anderson. So really somebody could do with winning this. 28. A point, like you say, Rod, is more useful for Michael Smith. It could be a crushing blow for Thornton as he prepares to face Michael Van Gerwen in the last game of the night.
57.
Said that Chisnell plays Anderson, he then plays Wright next week, Smith plays Phil Taylor. So, well, you can have your own opinion of what the likely results might be in those matches, but you'd only be guessing.
140.
Thornton
64.
gives himself another chance of a break. Remember, he's just gone out on 112 in the last leg. Smith can't.
So for a hold and to go back in front. Wow. I thought the first dart could be used as a decent marker, but it wasn't to be. Pressure mounting here. 20 would leave tops.
Well, that's blocked. Awkward. Oh, he has found a way. You see how the flight was blocking the middle of that bed, but Thornton, for the 3rd time tonight, has hit double top, and he now leads 3-2.
And if he holds his throw here, 2-leg lead. A must-win game. Good old sporting cliche. Like a relegation 6-pointer, but in these terms, a 4-pointer. 2 points for a win in the Darts Premier League.
Still to come tonight. Gary Anderson, the champ, against Dave Chisnell. Adrian Lewis taking on Raymond van Barneveld, repeat of their Great World Championship 85. Tussle. Phil Taylor plays snakebite Peter Wright, and then the league leader and tournament favourite Michael Van Gerwen plays Robert Thornton in his 2nd match of the night.
Modest averages from both players. They've both taken on a ton-plus finish.
100.
First 2 legs were pretty impressive. 2 180s for Michael Smith so far. Based locally at St Helens. Like the red V on his left sleeve.
97.
St Helens Rugby League-like, Rod.
They have the big Easter derby against Wigan Warriors tomorrow at Langtree Park.
137.
Great setup from Thornton to leave a 2-dart combination.
That's a traditional Good Friday showdown.
80. Robin, you require 58.
Now Thornton hits the 18, needs tops for 4-2 and daylight. Brilliant finishing. And that's been the key for Robert Thornton. He's only missed 2 shots at a double. 67% is his stat at the finishing, and that is impressive. And he has a 2-leg lead now.
Well, he's thrown at double top 5 times in the match and hit it 4 times.
.44.
Dave Chisnell, I'm not sure how much notice he's taking of what's going on. He's got a big match of his own coming up, but if Thornton wins and then Chisnell were to win, he'd have 2 points on both of them by the end of the night. But really needs to be worried about Gary Anderson, not what these two are doing.
Unless Thornton beats Van Gerwen.
Well, yes, good point.
Any outcome is possible.
Any outcome is possible.
Me.
I was guilty. I was guilty there of making cruel assumptions. And Robert Thornton will have other ideas, as we've just mentioned. He beat Michael Van Gerwen in that big TV final in Dublin. Why couldn't he beat him again? Michael Van Gerwen is in
58.
in decline, Nigel. In the last few weeks, he's averaged 123, followed by 116, followed by 113, followed by 107. He's going backwards.
Crisis.
Yeah.
42.
Crisis, averaging 107. Dear, dear me. Smith here a couple behind. There's a leg that really has to win, doesn't he? Loses this leg, goes 5-2 adrift. He really has got problems.
Yes, Thornton could go 1 leg away from securing a point here. Well, he's left double 2. 3 would leave double 4.
53.
Now, is this the best double that Thornton left for himself? Let's find out. For a 5-2 lead. 1 dart at this now. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And Robert Thornton, 5-2 up, 2 breaks of throw in his favour. And if he holds his throw here, he will not be beaten by Michael Smith in this huge battle at the bottom of the Premier League.
Well, you could have argued that with 1 dart in hand on 64, he should have been going for treble 8 probably to leave tops, but the 180 crime might well have done a little bit of damage to the Smith psyche, and in the end it doesn't matter what double you finish on, double 1 will do just as well. And Robert Thornton has got a 3-leg lead. There are mathematically 5 legs left to play if we played the lot, and so Smith can still win.
131.
So Thornton wins this match. He goes on to 3 Premier League points with Michael Smith, with Dave Chisnell. 2 will have to go at the end of next week in Cardiff. Judgment Night, March 31st. Live on Sky Sports. Huge night next Thursday. 7 o'clock with us. Don't miss it.
Michael Smith's best leg of the match here, just when he needs it most. 9 darts thrown, just 90 left. Possible 11 darter. Choice here, treble 20, bull, treble 18. Went bull, will he stay there? Yes. Tops.
Well, that is stunning for a man staring defeat right in the face. He's bounced back brilliantly. He's still in this match. 2 players scrapping for survival in the Premier League in Liverpool tonight.
100.
Robert Thornton had 2 breaks of throw in hand when that leg started. One of them has just gone. As it stands, if he keeps holding throw, he will still win, but now one of his insurance policies has been cashed in.
134.
Modest averages, it's fair to say. 91 Smith, 88 Thornton. But finishing from Thornton has been impressive.
134.
Well, the double top hitting has been really the key to it, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
4 from 5, Nigel, on top.
41.
And that double 1 came in very handy as well.
Yeah, particularly was the pressure on. He only had 1 dart at it, didn't he?
Yep. 131.
That's nice as well from Thornton. If he can break here, he'll be assured of a point. Smith, though, turning on the start again. 3 180s for Bully Boy. Thornton now has to go here. Real chance for Smith to really stay in this match now.
Yeah, the 180 has worked wonders. It's given him 2 darts at double top. Double 10. Oh, goodness me. And it was wild and woolly, and it means Robert Thornton has 3 in his hand to guarantee at least a point.
This is huge. This is huge.
35.
The pressure, you can feel it.
10.
Double 5 for Smith. Can he use that as a decent marker? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. It's a hold of throw, and now Thornton still with work to do to get over the line. You can feel the pressure.
Can you ever?
99.
Yeah, 3 darts in hand, starting off at double top. He'd love to have missed higher rather than lower with his first dart at tops if he was going to miss at all, and in the end he went Charlie chasing doubles around the board and couldn't find one, and Smith now back within 1 leg. Remember, at one point here it was 5-2 to Thornton.
85.
It's a real test of Thornton's resolve now. Remember that long run where he's been beaten on TV, and Michael Smith, with every 180 like that, is going to be putting doubts into Thornton's mind. 4 180s in this match for Smith. Here comes Thornton bouncing back.
140.
Well, outside finishing range by virtue of the last dart hitting the single rather than the treble.
90.
Well, 18 probably the shot, yeah, even the single would have left 120.
142.
Well, needed the treble with the first dart. It's not to be now. Robert Thornton, this is your opportunity
84.
to secure a point at least. Got to go for the 14s. He needs the ball now.
59.
And Michael Smith is back for another break of throw to level the match and take us all away. 3 legs on the trot for Michael Smith, and the match all square now at 5 each. Thornton having missed a dart at bull and 3 darts at double in the previous leg. He could have reached 6 by now, but now Michael Smith can still win, as he pointed out. If he reeled off 5 legs straight from 2-5, could still win. Seemed unlikely then, now seems possible. Absolutely, some fight back.
140.
Some fight back from Michael Smith. Needs a treble. Last start. Michael Smith gets a couple of points on the board here, move him on to 5. That would plunge Thornton into even deeper trouble. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Robert Thornton. Surely he can take it from here. Only the 1 treble for Michael Smith. He's making a bit of a hash of this. Surely now Thornton the favourite to go on and break the throw.
127.
Terrific reg here, nice from Robert Thornton. 9 darts thrown, 54 left. You've got to hand it to him.
Oh. The heat is on.
59. Robert
Now,
54.
hits the 14. He's going for tops yet again, Rod.
And that guarantees Robert Thornton a precious Premier League point. And he has the darts in his hand here. If he can hold his throw, he'll win for the first time in getting on for 2 years in the Premier League. And it would give himself a chance of avoiding elimination. He's got another match tonight against MBG, and then one next week as well, which is against Adrian Jackpot Lewis.
We're into the final leg of the game. Top of the table, bottom of the table. Smith, 3 points. Thornton is now on 2.
121.
But this leg will decide whether Michael Smith picks a point away from this game to move on to 4 and out of the bottom 2.
34.
And that now really opens the door to Robert Thornton. with a sign saying 2 Premier League points this way.
100.
Would have fancied more after the first start, but even tons at this stage are worth plenty.
Coming next, Gary Anderson against Dave Chisnall, the other player who's deep in the elimination mix. Anderson Chisnall is next up. Both these players, no doubt, will have a keen interest in that game.
100.
Chizzy plays Peter Wright next week on Judgment Night in Cardiff.
Well, here's the chance. Shanghai finish for another double top, perhaps. Treble 20 for tops. Well, we'll be coming back for 20 tops unless Michael Smith can produce the highest finish of the match with another one there. And double 10 to save the match.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? He can't. Tops for Thornton for his first win in the Premier League. His hopes are still alive. Thornton is alive and kicking. Michael Smith in deep, deep trouble now ahead of Judgment Night in Cardiff next Thursday. What a way to start this night here in Liverpool. Robert Thornton is up and running. He wins 7-5.